Be good now. So anyway, what I was saying is I'm here and I am ready and excited to get on with this Sunday energy update. That was supposed to be yesterday and now it's today. So thank you for being here with me. All right. So for anyone that doesn't know, every Sunday I do what I call the Sunday energy update, and it's not every Sunday; it's every other Sunday. I do the Sunday energy update, and what that is it is where I sit down and I channel for the collective. So I ask, what is going on with the Earth's energy right now? What's going on with the United States energy right now? And what's some tips for the collective right now? And then I get a channeled message. So it's nothing crazy extensive, but it also usually has some really good information. Today, I have some really good information, but it's also kind of um, not so good in a way. You'll understand when you watch it. But anyway, I do this every other Sunday here on my Facebook page, and I appreciate you joining me. If you are watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move forward with today's Sunday Energy Update. All right. So, first thing I ask, what is going on with the Earth's energy right now? So when I ask this, I just feel into the Earth as a whole, and sometimes I'll get, there's some weird energy patterns, or there's some different energy hitting us from another galaxy. I don't know. Who knows what I get with that, but I usually get things like that. Today, what I got was a little bit different, and I was a little bit like, I usually don't get this. So, what I got was that the Earth's energy around the North Pole is looking really negative right now and smothering. So, what I was seeing is like this cloud around our North Pole, which our North Pole is ice. And out of that ice, I saw a tower coming up. And this tower is emitting or interrupting the energy of Earth. Now, this whole live isn't going to be to try to scare you about things that's going on in the world right now. So if you do get scared of things that are going on in the world, and like, I don't know, if you get scared when you hear about things going on, this might not be the best live for you, but it's nothing too scary. It's just that there's a lot going on, such as there is some sort of a tower that is emitting some negative frequency out of the North Pole. And I know this sounds crazy, but it's not, because I saw it and I trust what I see. And this energy is disrupting the rotation of the Earth, the axis of the Earth, and the Earth's balance, basically. So what this energy is, and also I want to say that this energy is being emitted on purpose. And I don't know exactly by who. We can say the negative beings that are here on Earth trying to do whatever they're trying to do. Who knows? But I do know that that tower is emitting and interrupting some frequencies on Earth. And that is causing this negative energy to spread out from the North Pole and kind of go out. It's not going over the whole Earth, and I don't think it's powerful enough to go through the whole Earth without what is called sister towers. And so what's going to happen with that happening with our Earth right now is that it's going to be causing weird weather patterns, which we've already seen with the flooding stuff that's happened everywhere, all the weird stuff that's happening. It makes sense. And it'll make a little bit more sense here in a second, too, when I go into the United States energy. But it's going to cause earthquakes. And I don't know about earthquakes. Like, I don't know if I've heard of any, but I'm sure there is something going on with me being told that there are earthquakes. Volcanic what's the actual word that activity. There we go. I couldn't think of that either when I was writing it down. I couldn't think of the word activity. I don't know why, but volcanic activity. So I think there was a volcano that erupted the other day somewhere. I think I saw that, And I did just see a video this morning of a bunch of bears leaving Yellowstone, like a big herd of bears. I don't know if that's true or not. I saw one video and that's all I saw. I didn't see anything else talking about it. So I have absolutely no clue if it's true or not. But I saw it, and if it was on Facebook, it must be true, right? So no, I don't know if it's true or not, but I did see it. And I think a lot of the wolves were leaving like a week ago. So just some weird activity going on there. And I think that 100% has to do with the shifts happening energetically on Earth. And I think that's because animals are super in tune with the energetic layout, the energetic lines going through the Earth. And if it shifts, they shift as well. And I think that's what's happening. And we've seen a lot of different things going on. I saw something. This may or may not be related. Just something else that I saw that I want to mention. I think it was killer whales, maybe. I think that's what it might have been. But they're like trying to build relationships with humans, and they're like playing with humans, and they're bringing them fish, and they're bringing them gifts and stuff. Like, it's just really weird. I think it was killer whales. Not 100% sure, but things are just going a little bit weird, obviously. All right, so where was I at? So along with that, so basically, I expect for it to create some climate issues, some volcanic issues, and some earthquake issues, because the Earth is kind of like rocking. And I feel like I read something the other day about the Earth speeding up for a day or two or something. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but I just thought it was interesting as well. But when the Earth is out of balance like this, it can also make humans feel out of balance. So it's because the Earth's field is just it's not balanced. So as humans start to feel imbalanced, and that can make us feel rocky, like we're kind of getting shaken up. It can make us feel like our guidance system is not as clear as it once was. Although I'll say mine, I feel like my guidance system is like pretty on right now. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe other people feel like it's right on. Maybe you feel like it's not. But I am being told that it can cause kind of a rocky kind of imbalance within us. And that can also show up in the way of energy, and like your energy is imbalanced and stuff like that. So the energy is in the tower to disrupt the energy of the field of the Earth, the energetic field of the Earth. And this is being done on purpose with not so good intentions, I believe, to be completely honest. And that's unfortunate. I think that it's being done to regain balance through manipulation. And what I mean by that is I feel like things started to get a little bit weird the way that the elites or whoever, the darks or the deep state or whatever, I feel like whatever was going on in the world was not going in the direction that the deep state wants it to. And I almost feel like this is a reset button. I don't feel like this is the first time that this has happened. I feel like this has happened many times. And I do also want to say that, it could literally be a physical tower up there, or it can be some kind of other something emitting energy or frequencies up in that area. I have no clue. It was just shown to me as a tower. But I do feel like it's basically there's going to be some manipulation, and I feel like some things have shifted as well in the world. And I feel like everything was going one way, and then all of a sudden it shifted. And I don't know if that's part of this frequency that's being emitted or not, but it's there and it's being emitted. And they're trying to regain a balance in their favor. So it's almost like it shakes things up, resets it, and then they start to gain power through manipulation. Excuse me. All right. So now we're going to go to the United States energy. This coincides with the Earth's energy. And in the United States right now, there are what's being told to me, or being called to me when I'm channeling, there's sister towers to the tower in the North Pole. I feel like I'm talking about a fictional story right now because I keep saying the North Pole, and I don't ever say the North Pole unless I'm talking about Santa Claus to my kids or something. So it's just funny. So anyway, these towers are kind of popping off some kind of a field, and I don't know what this field is. I don't know if it's the 5G towers. I don't know if it's a separate tower. I have no freaking clue. I truly don't. And it wasn't clear to me. It looked like a tower, it looked like a 5G tower, but I have no clue. Now when I was just saying this, I saw a video that my wife was showing me about the floods that happened down in Texas, and they were talking about some kind of tower, and I forget what it's called, like FERD or GERD, or I don't really know. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. But it was basically, they were saying that it like pops off thunderstorms or something along those lines, or can, and that's why the flooding happened or whatever. But anyway, these towers are popping off and emitting some sort of field that's interrupting the energy fields and causing negative weather patterns and imbalanced energy around the area for us and the earth energy. So, and I'm going to give you a little bit of tips to try to help you with all of this. But so to get a grasp on what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the globe, and at the top we have the North Pole, there is a negative, I'm trying to think of which way it looks best. So it's kind of spreading out this negative energy on the top of the globe. Then it stops about right here. And then we have the whole rest of the globe that's here. But then let's say we have the United States right here. They have little towers that do the same thing as the big tower, but it just cannot do what it's like. It's not as big or as strong as the tower in the North Pole. Maybe if they did as strong of frequencies here in a densely populated area, it would hurt or harm a lot of people, and we would know what's going on. So maybe they do it in the North Pole and they build littler towers around the world. I don't really know, but what I am reminded of is there's this woman that has a Facebook, and she does reels about like these little poofs of energy all around the country before these big storm systems happen and before these things happen, and it's almost like disrupting the pattern. And that's what kind of comes to my mind, is those type of towers, and they are affecting our energy as well. And I want to tell you how to help balance that in a second. I see Linda said cloud seeding, and it's not, excuse me, I have a tingle in my throat. It is not cloud seeding. I appreciate that answer. I know cloud seeding was a big talk about the whole flooding situation. And from what I read, they seeded like a day or two before, and the seeding is only supposed to last like a few, like, I don't know, an hour or however long. It burns off and then makes it rain, and then that's the end of it. It doesn't make a storm just sit there, is what they were saying. So not necessarily cloud seeding, although I'm glad that, that's out on the forefront and people are kind of talking about it. Then it'll actually lead to like chemtrail stuff that actually is real as well, that a lot of people don't believe. But it's more so like a physical tower that is emitting a frequency, not all the time. It like bursts it out at random times, and then maybe has a low frequency, and this is creating a imbalance all around and a negative energy around. And I just don't like it, honestly. Seeing it, I haven't had a Sunday energy update like this in a while. Usually they're all uplifting and you can do this and you can do that, and this one's like, hey, you got a lot of disruption happening in the energy field, and there's not a ton that you can do about it at this point, unless we go ripping towers down and fly a plane to the North Pole and find a tower. I don't know, who knows. But I will say that we can use crystals, and we can use intention. So you can use like black tourmaline, or you can use clear quartz crystal. But you can take black tourmaline, you can put it in your pocket with the intent to suck up that radiation. You can have it in a necklace, or however, but those to help kind of counteract those frequencies. I know they have like rings, necklaces, things for your phone, for like EMF, all that kind of stuff. I feel like right now would be a really, really good time to invest in that. Like the universe was like, hey, tell people they need to protect themselves from whatever this frequency is. And honestly, I'm not getting a lot on what the frequency is, but I just know that it's not feeling good, or it's not good for us. And then for me, on a personal note, I'm like, I feel good. Like, I haven't felt better. Like, I feel pretty awesome right now. Everything's going pretty good. So, like, is that because I've been doing a lot with intention, where I'm setting intention for my days, I'm setting intention for my life, and things are going wonderful right now. Is that why? Because it is mentioned that we can combat it with meditating and sending intention and bright white light and love energy out and to the North Pole, or to and around these towers, and that helps counteract or block these frequencies. That's what I was seeing. And then you can take black tourmaline and you can like put one in one corner of your house, and then go to the next corner. Visualize a bright white wall going across, and then put the other black tourmaline piece in the other corner. Then go to the next corner, visualize a bright white wall, put tourmaline again, and then do it. Basically, you're blocking your walls and your house off. If you have an upstairs, you can take them and put them upstairs as well in the corners, and that grids your house, and it stops a lot of things from getting in. If there's like the EMF protecting stones, I don't know what they're called. I don't know if it's black tourmaline. I don't know what they use for that. I was going to look it up before I started, but I forgot, to be completely honest. But use whatever you can to try to help protect yourself from this. Most importantly, holding a high intention and light and love within your energy field is going to help protect you as well. They cannot that combats the negative frequency, love and intention and good flowing energy. So use that to your advantage and try to stay in this high vibrational state as you can. Along with that, detox. Take an Epsom salt bath. Allow yourself to walk in nature. Do grounding out in nature. Use a grounding mat. Take some selenite and scrape it along your body and just kind of like get the energy off. Whatever makes you feel good, do it, because I think it's very important right now. So that's my scary message. I don't know why that came through. That's just what came through though, and I have to bring through what comes through. Even when it came through, I was like, can we do another thing? Like, can you give me something else? And they were like, no, we need to talk about this. So now I'm going to go into tips for the collective. And the tips for the collective is, at this time, they are urging you to focus on centering your energy through however that looks like for you. So centering our energy means that we are going to bring our energy to us. We're going to stay in a centered place, and we are going to allow ourselves to feel like we are in control, and we are and we are not allowing anything outside of us to sway us. This channeled message I have is actually pretty cool. I really like it. I'm going to talk about it in a second, but it kind of talks about that. And so we want to basically be in our own power and stand true to our power and in our power, and that will help us a lot with that energy coming in, because it's going to help us to radiate that love energy. It's going to help us to not allow anything to make us imbalance and to sway us in any direction or anything like that. So now I want to read the channeled message that I have today. And this channeled message says, I'm going to read it to you because I don't remember it. It says, the profound arrangement that is of Earth and the universe, the deep connection that all humans share, the destiny of many that is yet completed, humans shall rise together against the negative energies to be and show strength in numbers. Show courage on all levels and be blessed with the light of the ever-dying universe. Stay true to your word that you have set true on a soul level. Be true to the you that you know on the deepest levels. Just know that there will be a time where all life forms get together, but first must come guidance. The guidance that many seek is within. The guidance that negative beings seek is external. We survive and we flourish through shining our lights, come together and spread the frequency of light, the frequency of love, and allow those who walk alone without love to feel it. This gives them a place to call home and grows our numbers. We walk alone, but we flourish in numbers. Trust the guidance, trust yourself. That is the channeled message for today. And to be completely honest, it was cryptic and it was different, but I was like, I'm going to freaking just say it because it was, I feel like with the channel messages, any channel message that I do, it's really like there's such deeper meanings. Like there's such deeper, there's so much deeper stuff happening than what is being told. Like, for example, it says, what's it say? The something about show courage on all levels and be blessed with the light of the ever-dying universe. What is the ever-dying universe? So I look at it and I say, well, the universe is like there are stars that are dying and then stars that are being born. And when I say that and when I feel into that, I almost feel like it's like when something dies, something else reignites, and we utilize the light from all of that and the energy from all of that to shine this light, and I don't know, something along those lines. But they do talk about numbers as well and coming together, and that doesn't mean that you have to like go be in a big bunch of people and meditate. It just means that we need to shine our lights and be on the same page and share that intention. Share that intention intentionally, I guess, or like uniformed. Like basically we all need to be shining love out into the universe is what it's getting at. So with that being said, that's all I have as far as the channeled stuff that I have today. I do want to mention that I am doing Akashic record readings, and through July, they are $65 for 5 questions. That's how many questions you're always going to be able to ask is 5. At the end of July, it's going to be going up to $100. It is. I announced it last Sunday, and I've probably had, I don't know, 10, 15 different readings, and every single person is like, dude, that is what I needed. And that is an amazing reading, and I'm so happy that I got one. I'm not saying that tooting my own horn, although it does make you feel good when people tell you that everything that you're saying is really touching them. And I'm very happy to be able to channel that and be able to bring that forward to people. So no matter what you have going on, you can ask those questions, and I go into the Akashic Records, which is the library for all things that have happened, that will happen, and are happening, and I get answers for you. So it's just really a cool reading that brings a lot of clarity to you. Also, another announcement is at our Sharonville location, I am holding what I'm calling a move-in special. And it is I'm offering, if you move in for the month of August, you will get your rent for $300 for the first month. And that's just to help you get settled in and everything. But that ends at the end of July. But it's there for anybody that's interested. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. It's such an amazing center. I have had the hardest time getting the offices there occupied. And the reason for that is, honestly, it varies from each person. Like, there's so many people that walk in. Almost every single person that walks in is like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love it. But then there's always one thing like, oh, well, there's some stairs and I can't have stairs. There's no elevator. Or there's not a sink in the room and I need a sink. And it's just been things like that. So, I'm trying to do what I can to get people up there so we can get that center popping. I want to get that center going, and I want that to become a place for people to come many nights of the week. Right now we have Reiki Share Circle on Thursdays. I know Susie has Real Talk that she does, and there's other events that happen up there as well. I'm not sure of them right this second because I'm not looking at the event tab. Those are just two that I know of. But anyway, that's that. And then I do have my online courses. There's a link to that in the comments. And there's some intuition courses. There's an intuition course, an inner child course, and a chakra bonding course, which is the thing that changed my life. So if you want to give that a try online and see if it changes your life, give it a try, because I guarantee you if you do it the way that it's structured, it will. Other than that, I offer private Reiki sessions. You can go to my website, www.thecenterforhealingandintegration.com, and find all the information about that. You'll click on the services provided by Josh, and anything that you're needing, I offer. So, for the most part. I think that's it, though. I really appreciate everyone coming in. I am keeping this Sunday Energy Update a little bit shorter than I usually do, and the reason for that is because I have a reading that I have to do after this, and I want to get this done before the Home Run Derby starts tonight, because my son wants to watch the Home Run Derby with me, and I want to watch it with him as well. So that is why this has been a little bit shorter. But I will be back here next Sunday, next Sunday, and in the winter, the fall time, lots of things happening at the Center for Healing and Integration. Classes by me, especially. I will be doing a lot more classes and a lot more workshops, a lot more awesome things. I am going to be scheduling a chakra bonding course if anybody's wanting to do that in person. It's super cool and super beneficial to you. But anyway, I hope you all have a great and amazing week, and I will talk